What is going on, my wildlife people? Welcome to my wildlife people. Today we're talking about scorpions and how they glow in the dark. Isn't this crazy? So when talking about a scorpion, first of all, what is a scorpion? A scorpion is a predatory arachnid, more iconically known for its two pincers and forward curving tail that ends in a stinger. Scorpions can come in all different sizes and shapes and colors, and they're all over the world, and they are venomous. That stinger at the end is barbed with venom that can be medically significant depending on what species you are interacting with. There's also another thing that all scorpions have in common, and that is that they glow in the dark. You heard me right. These animals can glow in the dark given the right circumstances. When these scorpions are introduced to a black light or UV rays, they will actually fluoresce. Now what this means is they're absorbing that black light and shooting it back out to an observer's eyes, which is most of the case ours, and it's shooting it out at a lower wavelength, at a lower energy, and that is why we see a different color and we see light. That is what's going on here. The light is basically just bouncing off their exoskeleton. But why? So these scorpions can glow in the dark. So how do they do it? Because this is actually very interesting and incredible. So being an arthropod, these scorpions' cuticle layer in their exoskeletons is composed of many different molecules. One of them being calcium carbonate, which actually helps solidify that exoskeleton, keeping it tough and sturdy to protect them out there in the wild. Another big factor is chitin. Chitin is known for being the source of an arthropod shell, keeping it hard and sturdy and just really protecting it again when it's in the wildlife. Everything in these animals is for protection and survival. Which brings up the next molecule in this exoskeleton, which is beta-carboline. Beta-carboline is actually the molecule in the exoskeleton that absorbs those UV rays and bounces it back out into that fluorescent blue color that everybody loves to see. So if nature really evolves and gets things and acquires traits that helps it survive, why are these scorpions glowing in the dark? There are many reasons and theories for why scorpions glow in the dark, but I'm just going to list off the very first and easiest reason as to why scorpions glow in the dark. Nobody knows. Nature's a mystery. They just might do this because of the chemical composition in their exoskeleton, and it's just a mere coincidence that when exposed to this UV light that they glow in the dark, and we just have to accept it. Another good reason for why these scorpions might possibly glow in the dark is mating or courtship. If I'm a scorpion and I glow brighter than that dude, this chick scorpion is gonna want to go on a date with me, and that just makes entirely a lot of sense. A lot of animals follow those patterns. The males will be bright, they'll glow in the dark. But what's odd in this case is males and females both glow. So there's something wrong there. Another cool reason that has been thrown out there is to actually attract bugs. Now this one hasn't really been proven, but just like, the moth lights that are outside on people's porches, attracting them to that light and then they get zapped. Scorpions are doing maybe the same thing, glowing in the dark, attracting their bugs, and then they eat them. But this one is, iffy. Another good reason for why these scorpions might be glowing in the dark is they're aposematic. Now what this means is animals are displaying traits and colors that allow other animals to be aware that they're either poisonous or venomous or dangerous. To give a couple of examples, a rattlesnake's tail, the bright colored vibrance of whiplash vipers, it's everywhere. Animals are warning you that they're dangerous, and this might just be it, the scorpion's way of letting you know that it's dangerous. It could also actually be the complete opposite of that. If the scorpions are coming out in the nighttime desert and that moon is glowing on them, they're going to be glowing, exposing themselves to predators. It has actually been proven that scorpions will lessen their activity in UV light. And so one theory is that these scorpions can actually be able to tell when they are glowing. Because if they can tell when they're glowing, that means they're out in the moonlight and able to be eaten by predators, which just isn't good for any animal. That is the cool thing about these animals though, in studying wildlife and really studying anything in life. It's always changing and we're always learning more. We have yet to find out why these scorpions actually glow in the dark, and maybe one day we will, and maybe one day we won't. And that is just the absolute amazing part about these animals. So as always, thank you for watching, and you guys have a beautiful rest of your day.